Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus. Today we have a best of 5 against Daewid, a familiar face, and I did manage to go first here, so we're playing the Halo comp, and we have a Jester, so I just decided to go Battle Ballad first, so we can actually deal with this amount of dodge and so we can reliably hit the stuns with our Crusader. Now, because that happened, we are going to get punished here by a come hither onto our Arbalest, but it's not the end of the world, because 2 can do that thing. I'm gonna also go for a come hither on your Musketeer of all characters, and we're gonna put her in position 2 where she cannot, essentially one-shot this. So, Halo comp, I mean, it needs no introductions, right? Daewid calls me a copycat, I mean, what else are you supposed to do, right? This team really needs no introductions. It has the very, very oppressive combo of Arbalest, Crusader and Bounty Hunter, and then it also has a Jester for the accuracy and the finale and the Dirk stabs, so that's actually really annoying that we did go to position 1 with the Arbalest. I was hoping that the Arbalest would go to position 3, then we'd get a one-shot and, essentially GG. But sadly, Fate would not have it that way, which means you're gonna have to play this a little bit differently. Can Throne Dagger hit position 1? Actually, no it can't, surprisingly. Let's see, I guess in that case I'm gonna go for a stun. The only finisher character is kind of that Grave Robber. I'm gonna go first on the Bounty Hunter, because if you get the Bounty Hunter out of the match, you're definitely winning, so I'm gonna go for that. Quite an interesting team that Daewid is playing here, really aggressive, I'm gonna have to say. Really, really aggressive, goes for a lunge on my Arbalest. Now I can move back to positions where I can drop a Bola. Bola is a lot of damage, but moving back to positions gives me access to heal and makes it so the Jester doesn't put the Bounty onto our position, so I think this is overall just better. So it's going to be Sacrificial Stab, hits for enough because of Sacrificial Chris and the Eagle Eye Talisman, and reapplies the mark for 4 rounds. So that's definitely good for my opponent here. I'm gonna go for a heal for 8, and I guess after that there's probably gonna be aim shot. Like, things aren't looking too good for me, I'm gonna be honest here. There's probably going to be aimed shot into another heal or something like that, but we are in some very significant danger. So there's going to be a crit with that stab. Of course, the stab has like plus 13% crit mod, but now we can go for a heal, hopefully get a crit out of it. I mean, not like to make a difference, right, but we do get to heal our Crusader a little bit. And we're going to have to get a little bit lucky here if we do want to survive a death blow. So there's actually going to be a pass right there with that Bounty Hunter, not a bad play by any means. And I am thinking of... going for a pull, but I'm not quite sure if that would help me as much as I think it will. I guess I'll go for a Dirk Stab here onto that Bounty Hunter. Keep doing damage. So that's a crit for 15. That's actually very handy. It puts the Bounty Hunter in a lot more tenuous of a position than he was in before. So I do appreciate it. There's going to be a Thrown Dagger here instead of a Sniper Shot first, which means that now I can actually go for a pull on that Musketeer if I do want to save the Arbalest. And I will. I'm going to go for this pull. I do get the crit out of it, which means that my move chance is an extra 20%, which means 145% move chance against 50% rest, so it's a 95% chance of getting it. A knockback here could actually be a boon for me because, yep, that's finale activated, but I'm not gonna use it just yet. I'm gonna click the Arbalest, I'm gonna go for a self-heal. I only have 2 finale buffs, which means I have 11 to 20 damage on the finale. And while that can kill the Bounty Hunter, it's not a guarantee that it will. So I don't really feel like doing that just yet. Also, this Occultist does have that Stygian Embrace, so he might see that come into play here, because it heals and the stress won't be meaningful, but it stealth the character for 2 rounds other than himself, so that's that could definitely be very, very scary of a thing here. I don't know if he's going to use it though. I feel like he wants to play aggressive. He's going to go Weird Reconstruction instead, gets a heal for 8, which is good for us because he had plus 25% healing skills, and 8 really isn't as much as it could be, right? Right now I could actually just focus on that Occultist like a maniac if I want, or I could focus on that Grave Robber. I think Grave Robber actually. Grave Robber is a pain. She can go Shadow Fade right now, put him back in position, then like... I don't know. I don't really know here what he wants to do, because this team is very unusual. I'm gonna have to say that. This is very unusual. He's gonna go for a pull on my Arbalest. Hopefully he doesn't get it. Come on. 50 move res. Oh, that's just handy. That's just beautiful. Now I get to go for a finish him. 12 to 23 damage, and a character's getting finale this round. I don't know who it is, but the character's getting finale this round. Actually, if you just want to do that, I'll go Dirk Stab. I don't even care. That applies a lot of pressure because it's not only like an action that is free for me, because, you know, Dirk Stab into heal. Essentially, we're even, but we're not even because I have a finale, and I keep buffing up my finale the more actions I do. So now I have a better chance of killing that BH. Of course, he also healed himself, so at the same time, it's not as good as a chance, but oh well. That's characteristic. That's not too important right now. Do I want to drop a finale right away on this grave robber? I could, but will I is the question. I don't want to win any harder than I have to. That's the thing here. If I drop a finale, I mean, if I drop a stun, okay, you know what? 1425, yeah, let's do it. Let's drop this this finale. You do get a crit out of it, which is both good and bad. Because now there won't be a named shot, but now the bounty hunter's in a position where he can actually do whatever he wants. But yeah, I didn't want to be put in a position where I go for a stun and then there's a Stygian Embrace, and then I'm just not going to be able to collect credit for like 2+ rounds, and then I'll just not have the character advantage that I wish I had. So let's just throw all that out of the window and let's go for this. So I'm going to drop a stun right now on this bounty hunter because you've put him just in the Crusader's reach with that stunning blow. You do go for a click, which is obviously the superior play here, but I am gonna drop a finish him, and oh, we get the max roll on that finish him. Oh, isn't that just beautiful? And the bounty hunter is dropping to 0 right now. You can go for a heal or you can go for Stygian Embrace. If you go for Stygian Embrace, you heal for 4, but keep in mind I have a lot of things at my disposal. Not only do I have Bola, I also have Caltrops, I also have Harvest. Well, Harvest isn't going to be that meaningful anymore because the Occultist is in position 2 now, but I do still have Caltrops, and it's a 50-50 of getting the death blow, so I'm not sure what you want to do if you're Daewid right now. Also, I can go for a flare whenever I want, but I don't feel like wasting an action on that just yet. I don't feel like doing that, because I do waste an action, but there's still a heal coming through, so now there's going to be a heal for 20. Yeah, that's a pretty significant heal, I'm gonna have to say. Not all is one here. Let's be totally honest, not all is one here. I can still get pulled, things can still go very, very wrong for me. I could flare right now. Yeah, I'm gonna flare for a couple reasons. So I'm gonna clear the stealth, which is great. I'm gonna clear the mark, which is handy. And I'm gonna clear the daze on the Jester, which can be very annoying to have a Jester being dazed. I mean, it's the daze that lasts 3 rounds. And if you can pick which actions you want to use, that's always a good thing. So it's going to be a come hither, does get the damage to, I mean, does get the pull to go through, but it's not the end of the world. You can always go for a heal if things don't go our way. So I'm going to go for I think a finish him here. I only do 7 this time, sadly, but you know, 7's better than 0. And we're gonna take that damage against Bounty Hunter. I honestly don't think going Battle Ballad was the best play here, but then again, I could have failed a lot of stuns if I didn't go for it. Actually goes aimed shot on the Bounty Hunter, which is very surprising, because now I don't even have to go for a heal and I can just go for a stun. Sadly, we don't get the crit for 13. That would have been wonderful into a Dirk Snap death blow, but yeah, I don't think I have too much to complain about. This Bounty Hunter is now at death's door, and we are in a very comfortable position. The only thing that's not comfortable about this is the Arbalest being here and the Bounty Hunter in 4th, but I'm gonna have to say, this is looking rough for Daewid. This is a best of 5, so it's only the first match out of a grand total of 5. But even then, yeah, there's gonna be a Stygian Embrace now. I think I'm just gonna reply with Bola. I think Bola is fine here. Hopefully get the knockback on the Bounty Hunter too. Oh, double knockback, yes, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. It means the Musketeer can't even shoot me right now. She can only go for Bugshot or something. After that, we're just gonna drop a Caltrops, hopefully get the death blow, and if we don't, we might drop a Harvest if there isn't a D-stealth by then. Let's see, is there gonna be a Buckshot first? Yes, there is. There is gonna be a Buckshot, and we do get knocked back here, but it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna drop a Caltrops now. We don't get the death blow, which is pretty sad, but we do apply the bleeds on everyone, so it's still an okay play to be done. I could have actually just moved back with the Jester and gone for like a stun on the Musketeer and then a finish him on her, but I think just the stun on the Musketeer and now a Harvest on top of Caltrops on both these characters, like, yeah, It's just you're down a lot of health bars here. I don't usually look at health bars, but you're down a lot of health bars here. Like, all these characters are ticking down to their store rapidly. The Bounty Hunter's at their store. My Crusader is still at a relatively healthy amount of HP. My Jester is more than alive, and these characters are out of their store, which is really what matters. So it might not be easy for me to clutch out this match because of the freaking occultist, but I don't really think Daewid has too much of a chance. But who knows? Who knows? Crazier things have happened in the Butcher's Circus. Let's be totally honest here. He's gonna go for a finish him on my Arbalist. Do I go for a heal? Yes, I do go for a heal. I have more actions than you do, and the Crusader also heals himself with Rally to the Flame, so there's really no reason not to go for a heal. If you don't want to surrender, I'm gonna play this as it should be played. I'm gonna play this safe. So it's gonna be a weird reconstruction. Crit heals for 40. Yeah, the slot machine has a tendency of doing things like that. Goddamn slot machine. Okay, not the end of the world though. I am gonna go for a harvest right now, or am I? No, I'm gonna go for a kill right now. I'm gonna drop a Dirk Stab. Yeah, she's dead. So Dirk Stab into Bola into a finish him, and we get a kill right there on this Musketeer. And the cult is still dropping to this store, and then it's gonna be a 1v1 between the Crusader and the Bounty Hunter, and you always know who's gonna win that. So now we drop this. This time we do get that relatively lucky death blow. We can start doing some damages right now, or Daewid just surrenders. So let's move on to match number 2 with a different and cool team. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to match number 2 of this best of 5. So you might be looking over at my team and be thinking, Shep, what the hell are you doing? And honestly, I'm thinking the same thing as you are, my brother. Especially going for a double beast vile miss right at the start. Thank you, Righteous Cloak, you've been very, very helpful today. So, we are playing a Flagellant support team, but not the most efficient of Flagellant support teams, I might say. We're also using a Leper on top, and we don't have command. We don't even have command. Oh, this is gonna be funny. Okay, I'm gonna go for this Retribution right now. So we have 2 Ripostes on this team. We have a Leper, which should be the absolute tank with Pit Fighter's Helm and the Withstand buff, and also Flagellant for Suffer whenever we want to clear DOTs or anything on the Leper. And then we have a Flagellant in the back with Pit Fighter's Helm and Gauntlet of Absolution. And with the minus 40% stress taken from the Suffer whenever you use it, as well as Bolster for that minus 15 stress, and the Gauntlet, we should be completely immune to stress, and we should also be not impervious to damage, but we should have a decent time against it. So there are some damage moves coming, so I think first things first, we're gonna drop this Withstand right now. So resistance says up, prot up. The only thing that doesn't go up is move for some reason, because Withstand doesn't give you move res in the Circus. It would be nice if it did, but I understand why they removed it. Weakening Curse on the Leper, kind of surprising, but I guess it's just for the stress. And right now, yeah, I think we'll go for this. I can't really do too much with this Flagellant, because he's a support Flagellant and only has Suffer, and let's just say he doesn't really cure stress. I should have taken Endure. I'm not even joking when I'm saying this. I should have taken Endure for the minus stress. So Endure is an absolute ability that no one uses, because it does stress minus 30 on the character, which is decent, I suppose. But it also stresses yourself, and I mean, why would you use a move on the Flagellant that has something like Reign of Sorrows and Punish? Why would you use a move that puts you like positive 10 stress on the outcome? Like, that is just ridiculous. But oh well, such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. Would have actually been great for us to bring Endure. This is going to be a really fun matchup, I'm going to have to say that. And we are playing against some weird team that Daewid has brought, so it looks like a very defensive team for sure. Has Riposte here with his Harriman, has a Cultist with a decent amount of dodge and Granny with a decent amount of dodge, has Regen, Spam on Centigrade, so she's very defensive, has both heals on this Cultist, I believe. Yeah, both heals. And the Man-at-Arms, which is very much ready to use Defender, Bolster, Bellow, you know, and the command too whenever he wants. So I am probably going to take some damage from this Riposte, but I'm going to take a little less than if I went for it after the Vendetta buff. So of course there's a crit out of it, but we do also get a crit, which means that our damage is going to go up. So not sure if you saw it in my brother's video, 135 Chainman, but he was running the Spike Chain and the Legal Eye Talisman and putting a Plague Doctor with Emboldening Vapors to just buff up that Abomination. So maybe we can do the same thing, right? It would be pretty fun, I think. I actually just realized I can go Intimidate on this Higher Man. Surely this will work. I missed Intimidate. I missed the Intimidate. It's like he doesn't even care about your insults. Oh, why am I playing this ridiculous team? I should not be playing this. Okay. Sad thing is the Flagellant can't even move back 2 positions, he can only move back 1. So what's gonna have to happen here after that pull is that either I commit to actually using a regular Flagellant and just make the Abomination start transforming, moving, and then the Man-at-Arms can go Bell or something. Either I do that, or I just move back twice, which is just ridiculous. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go for a greedy punish here, 45% hit chance. We'll hit eventually, don't worry about it. There was a Flash Powder debuff on this Flagellant, so that is interesting to say the least. But it did apply despite the debuff res and no debuff trinkets, and it's already coming in, not clutch, but relatively clutch. Oh, that could be a mistake! Only 6 damage, I'm a little bit surprised we only do 6, like come on, I should have done more than that. Actually, no, not really. There was a Bellow debuff on us, so I guess that the only plus damage we had was the Spike Chain, so doing 6 damage was still really decent. Not to forget about the plight that we apply with it too, and also the stress. Like, it is there, it is existent. So I did decide to bring Defender rather than the command, so probably not gonna have the chills of times here. But we're gonna keep spamming Intimidate, we're gonna keep missing and killing ourselves on this Higher Man. Please! Let me hit Intimidate, it's minus 33% damage. Yeah, it's almost as good as Bellow. Except Bellow hits all characters rather than just one. And yeah, you don't have to be in position 1 to use it. Yeah, let's not think too much about it, okay? I'm gonna click here now. I am gonna lose the repulse, but who cares anyway. I'm gonna start spamming those Bellows. So we do have the Insignia of Rank. Shield Spike is basically only worth it for the repulse, it doesn't do anything else, but Insignia of Rank has double value. You can use it for just about anything that the MEA does. You can use it for the Bell, you can use it for the Retribution, you can use it for the repulse, even Rampart if you want. I mean, it gives you accuracy, crit, and on crit you buff your party for 8 accuracy, so yeah, that's pretty good if you do actually manage to get a crit with Rampart, but I wouldn't recommend going for a strategy like that. So there's going to be another Duelist Advance on the Flagellant of all characters too, and there is a Bellow debuff on that High Man, so greedy it is, I suppose. Let's go for a punish on him, let's try focusing him down, and yeah, it didn't work. I don't know, it's just because I'm playing a very weird team here, and I think I have to take out the Higher Man if I actually do want to win this, because he's an annoying bugger. He's definitely an annoying bugger with those repulses, and if I don't, I basically won't be able to use Beast Smile, because, you know, unlike the Higher Man, I can choose which character I hit into with the Duelist Advance to actually set up my repulse. With the Abomination, it's nothing like that. You just have to suck it up and hit the 2 characters, and if one of them has a super strong repulse, well, just deal with it, bro. It's really how it is. So now I'm gonna move forward with this, and the Man-at-Arms is gonna get pulled, and I'm gonna cry because there's Demon's Fall on the enemy team. Why am I playing these 4 characters? Okay, I'm gonna give it like a couple more rounds because I think this is winnable purely based on the Flagellant being a really strong character. Like, that's my one shot. I'm not gonna lie, the Flagellant being strong is my one shot. Okay, 3rd time's the charm, right? Yes, 3rd time's the charm. Now there's a crit repulse, but do we apply the debuff? We do actually apply the debuff, okay. So he shouldn't be doing even near as much damage right now. That's pretty fun. I wonder if the Bellow debuff actually applied before, I mean, not the Bellow, but the Intimidate debuff applied before the repulse hit. Considering there was a crit for 7, I think it did. I think it did apply, but I can't be totally sure. I haven't really tested it. So it's gonna be point blank shot now, gets another crit out of it. I mean, we're definitely going down. The ship is sinking, but it's sinking rather slowly, so we do have a shot here. We definitely have a shot. If I move back, I just get pulled again for more horrors, so no, that's out of the equation. So I'm just gonna have to suck it up and lose these guys' actions, sadly, because, you know, cultist gaming. This character is so annoying to deal with. Like, if I had a team right now with freaking Come Hither or anything like Puncture with a Shield Breaker, I would just go Puncture on the Occultist and boom, you're dead, you can't do anything. But no, I have picked the absolute worst team in terms of you know, like, actually getting disrupted. Like, this is the team you do not want to bring if you think you're gonna get disrupted. So I'm just gonna detransform here, go for a self-heal. We are applying horror on the enemy team, so we are slowly afflicting them. And that's good, I suppose. We also have Bellows going through, so we definitely have a shot. And I also have Redeem and Exsanguinate, and I have Punish for the end of the match. I did not let go of that Punish. I'm playing a troll team, but I'm not that big of a troll. I wanted to have that that endgame potential with this Flagellant should it come to that. So it's going to be Selfish. Selfish is a really bad one because you can move back, but I mean, is he useless? He's not quite useless, but yeah, I think having it would have still been great. So I'm going to do that, receive less stress on me too, and also plus Deathblow resistance, which we all know Deathblow resistance is a myth, but it could work. So we heal the other characters right now because of the concept of Absolution heal. Healed them for a pretty significant amount. It was 6 on pretty much everyone because especially the Leper, he has a very decent amount of HP. I could go for a guard right now, but there's Festering Vapors. Do I think Festering Vapors does damage? How have I not applied a single Bellow debuff on the Antiquarian? I mean, I suppose she has Tears of the Lost, but still, come on, I've been using Bellow for like 3 rounds. How does she not have 1 Bellow debuff on her? I am shocked. I am shocked to hear this. But, oh well, such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. I have to click here and go for Redeem. What I wanted to do was... Oh, heal for 25. What I wanted to do was just go for a guard on my Flagellant, keep him at death's door safely. Because if we have Prot on him, we would have 60 Prot, and if she had like only 1 Bellow debuff, it would be enough to the point where she wouldn't do damage. But sadly we can't rely on that, because even with Insignia of Rank we're just missing or not applying the Bellow debuffs. Really, really saddening to see that. But oh well. That's 1 Redeem down, still not the end of the world. It's going to be another Festering Vapors. Thing is, I'm not extremely scared of this Festering Vapors, because for starters, Daewid isn't using command for some bizarre reason, and is just whiffing almost every ability. And not only that, it's a Festering Vapors without Materia Passes, so even if it hits, it's not as scary as it could be. So we do apply debuffs on the Antiquarian this time, and we do hit everyone for that stress. So that is pretty handy. Of course there's Bolster, which means we're doing 10 stress, which, yeah, it's a joke. But it's more than 0, and more than 0 means there's a shot. I really hope I win this. I really want to win this with this absolute troll team. I mean, let's be honest, I was up 1-0, I just decided, oh, you know what, screw it. Let's play something dumb. Let's play something fun. And I regret my decisions. The Leper goes for a pass. First act out, by the way. I mean, not even first act out. First turn being afflicted. Immediate pass. Thank you, Selfish. It's not a move back, it's worse. I mean, a move back would also be really bad because I just have to move forward. I mean, I don't even have heal. Paranoid is really good here. Paranoid's minus 25% damage, and he also has Bellow debuffs, Intimidate debuffs. Essentially means he's doing 0 right now. Yeah, 0 is a very small number, you know. It really is. Let's see how much damage he actually does at that Duelist Advance, right? You're gonna go Duelist. Let's see, who do you want to go for? How much damage are you gonna do? You have minus 25% damage, minus 93. You crit for 1. Of course you get a crit out of it. God damn it, you tickle me. You did a deadly tickle right there, right? Because that's what characters with crit have. They're deadly. Yeah, you did a deadly tickle. You tickled this Leper for 1. How do you crit a character for 1 point of damage? I don't really know. I don't really know how that works. I mean, same thing with Houndsari. No, I can see how a dog would crit you. Yeah, okay, let's not go too much into detail. I'm gonna just go for a Retribution here, maybe. If I go Retribution, you're actually gonna have to deal with the Riposte. There's regen, right? I can't really win through Riposte. I have to do a consistent stress output, because the one thing Daewid can't deal with is my consistent stress output. You may have Bellow to mitigate it, you may have Numbing Instance, you may have Dodge, you may have, you know, Tears of the Lost, but you can't remove stress on your characters. One thing you can do though is prevent me from outputting stress, and right now my entire team is locked down for the duration of round 6 because of this nasty boy. But we do have horror being applied. We have already transformed twice, so we're using up most of it. But if we get a kill, or we start getting some actals with a paranoid, or we do even more stress as a cultist, like once the affliction starts rolling in, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be real fun. Sadly, the Man-at-Arm's only taking literally half stress, so it's gonna take ages to actually kill him. But let me tell you, he can't kill my Abomination. I mean, he can't kill my Flagellant either, because with Bellows only, and with Content of Absolution Bolster, as well as Suffer, the Man-at-Arms cannot kill the Abomination. That's a fact. He cannot kill the Sabom. So finally, I get a crit heal. After like weeks of playing the Abomination, I finally get a crit heal with the Absolution. And you know what? I was almost at full HP anyway, so thank you, Abom. Good job. I can't believe it. How ironic is it that the Butcher's Circus finally gives me a crit heal? Now there's gonna be a point-blank shot crit for 4, so it's more than a crit for 1. Thankfully, he does not get the push. Exotic Snuff coming in clutch right now. It's not every day you say that, but it did come in clutch. I'm gonna move to position 1, and we are gonna get like Festering Vapors or, you know, something. But we are gonna have a chance to go Punish or whatever we want. So it's gonna be a Festering Vapors crit on the Abomination right there. Yeah, that was a crit on the Abom. And we are gonna go Fearful. So Fearful is bad, but it's not the worst to have right now. Okay, I'm taking some serious damage. If I go for Punish, I'll take even more serious damage, and then I might die. Dying isn't cool, right? No, it isn't. So I'm gonna go Intimidate. Selfish is minus damage. 51 hit chance. How is my hit chance 51? It's because of Paranoid. Oh, we get the crit out of it. That's 3 crits in a row with Hireman, by the way. Keep that in mind. Crit Duelist Advance, crit Point Blank Shot, crit Repulse. I know he has a Vendetta buff, but and the command buffs, but that's 3 crits in a row. Let me tell you, I've had it go up to 5 or 6. On the opponent's side, obviously, not on my side. But no, I've also done a lot of crits with my own Hireman. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna click this Man-at-Arms right now, Fearful don't. Oh, okay, move back, move back! Come on, Fearful. The one time it could have been useful. Okay. I'm just gonna drop a Bellow, keep stressing them out. You wanna know what would really break this match right now? Is if this Antiquarian went Courageous, because then my opponent could literally start healing stress and also taking 0 stress with the Antiquarian. Like, it would be GG. If there's a Courageous on this Antiquarian, I just surrender. If there's a Virtue at all, I'll just surrender. I mean, maybe not just a Virtue. Maybe I can survive a Virtue. It's just that if it's Courageous, it's over. If it's Stalwart, it's also really bad. But if it's like Vigorous, then it's bad, but it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna put it that way. So we are gonna get our 3rd Affliction right now. We are losing despite being the stress team. They're also a stress team. But we do get to move forward. But do we move forward? Yes, we move forward. Leper is in position 3, bro. I know, Leper, your time is up, my time is now. The Flagellants, it's the Flagellants' turn to shine, I think. I could have moved back there and put the A-bomb in a position to actually act. Do I regret my decisions? Yes, I do. I didn't really think too much about it, not gonna lie. Am I throwing the match? It's probably not gonna matter anyway. I mean, I could have moved back 1. But now I'm gonna get an action with my Flagellant. I could go Exsanguinate and miss, or I could go Exsanguinate and win. I don't know. It's gonna be Duelist Advance on the Abomination. I actually get to use V-Spile for once. Selfish, please don't move back. Please don't move. Okay, thank you. Let's do it. Come on, get the hit this time. Do you remember at the start when we missed double V-Spile? Can you imagine having applied that extra stress on the Occultist, as well as the extra stress from the V-Spile right now? Both for 60s. He could be afflicted. But instead he's chilling at 70 stress and 1 tick of 8 horror. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do? This Harman's in a rough spot though. He might be guarded now. Let's see what happens. Is he guarding the Harman? I mean, he's still paranoid and taking stress like crazy with that horror. Of course, you always have Rejuvenating Vapors, just heal characters out of their store after heart attacks. But do you really want to go for that is the question. Also, do I really want to go for a what's it called? Do I really want to go for a punish right now to get a death blow? Maybe I could get a death blow out of it, but first I'm gonna drop a bellow. Yes, let's see. We get 2 hits out of our bellow. That's not very much, but come on, affliction, affliction. Do it, do it. Give me the affliction on that antiquarian. Selfish. Okay, selfish is minus 10% damage, so it's not great, but also not terrible. If anyone gets that reference, not great, not terrible, you're an absolute genius. It's from an HBO series called Chernobyl. Yeah, really good one. Really good one if you haven't watched it. Is there going to be a pull on the Leper? When have you ever seen a pull on the Leper? Well, thank you, sir. I might just go for a heal with that then. My riposte is going to stay up for a bit too. What do I want to do with this Flagellant though? That's the question. I think I'm going to move forward here. There's probably going to be a move forward into point blank shot, but I mean, who cares? I can just go redeem by the end of the round. Like, if there's a point blank shot crit, I'll have to go redeem just to keep the Leper alive. Let's see what happens. Oh, festering into the riposte. We do 0 damage, but we apply blight and stress. Did she get 2 crits out of that? I mean, she got 1. No, that was only 1 crit, but goddamn did it hurt. Whoa, double crit heal. Oh, okay, he's alive. He's alive. We have 80% death blow resistance. Oh no, yes, finisher. No, 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 no. That's not happening. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, no, I was thinking like, whoa, crit heal for 50. Good job, Flash. I was thinking like, okay, maybe we could justify a punish right now if it would get the death blow, right? But with the stress and everything. But I don't think so. Not against finisher. Like, if we fail it, like if we whiffed it, which was, you know, likely, it's literally likely that it would happen, we'd be dead, because then there would just be Wicked Slice with finisher, Wicked Slice, and yeah, just GG. You're done. Actually, if I had heal right now, it would be really handy, but I don't, sadly. I could go Retribution. Do I want to go Retribution? Fearful? Has a heart attack. Oh no, Fearful. My poor Fearful. No, you dumbass. Anything but a pass. Come on. I have a chance of moving back, but it's not happening. Duelist advance. Wow, 50-50 death blow. Immediate. Okay, that's not great. I'm just gonna move forward here because that's what we do. That's how we roll. Actually, if you want to go Demon Spool right now, I have permanent B-Spell because the corpse is gonna go away. So if you want to go Demon Spool right now, be my guest. Be my guest, man. I'm not even joking. If you don't go for a guard, I'm gonna go punish on that Harman and he's dead. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna go punish on him. I don't care how much it costs me. I am gonna go punish and double pass with this shit-ass team. Can't believe this is happening. Okay. I need this Abomination, this Flagellant to save the match. They are the ones which will save this match. It's them. Believe me, believe the Flagellant and the Abomination duo. 50-50, clutch hit, clutch death, well, he's out of here. Get him out of this match. Alright, man, gone, go away. So he died round 9, keep that in mind, and it's not enough bleed to actually get him out immediately. Okay, the next most important character to take down is the Occultist, like for sure. For sure, take down the Occultist next. That's gonna be easier said than done, because, you know, 40 dodge and Occultist. But we can do it. We can do it. He's almost afflicted. He's gonna get afflicted eventually. There's gonna be a weakening curse. I don't have Reclaim, sadly. I only have Suffer. I can't really save the other characters as much as I want them to. As much as I want to save them, I mean. I am gonna go have a heart attack if I click here. I no longer have Absolutions. What do I want to do then? I think I have to go for an Affliction right now. I have to self-heal. I have to self-heal here. Come on, you two, get afflicted or something. Oh, crit 44, yes! And the crit heal too. That's so freaking good. You two need to be afflicted. Come on, you should be afflicted! One of those B-Spells had to hit. Why is he not afflicted? What is going on right now? If I had Rain of Sorrows, this match would probably be over. But once again, if I had Rain of Sorrows, I wouldn't be playing this shit-ass comp and I would have won like rounds upon rounds ago. But oh well, this match is actually being pretty fun, I'm gonna have to say. I do still have 3 Exsanguinates, so that's fun. They're probably gonna miss, but, you know, they could not miss, and that could not miss is what counts the most. I'm gonna have to say, the Abomination's probably dead if my opponent plays his cards right. Let's be totally honest here. I have one chance of success, which is if I get a punish crit right now, but I don't. I'm gonna get a... Oh no, I'm not even gonna get an affliction, right? There's nothing instance. I was hoping for a punish crit, applying extra stress on the occultist, and then the act out from like the man-at-arms after the festering vapors would apply stress on everyone, then the occultist goes afflicted. I know it's wishful thinking. Then the occultist goes afflicted. Oh, that flash powder is so clutch. It is so clutch. Now I can move forward. You did not move forward and pass. You idiot! He moved forward and passed. Oh my god, it is beyond me how this game is going. Okay, you absolute dummy. You moved forward with selfish. Good job. You could actually act now. But no, you just decide to keep missing. Stop missing the occultist. Please just stop. He has to get afflicted. Oh, there's abusive on the man-at-arms. You know what that means, don't you? Abusive man-at-arms always has a chance of hitting the other characters and stunning them. Look at those stun resistances. 10 and 0. They're gonna get stunned. But I'm also gonna get bellowed here. Okay. Well, if the death blow isn't immediate, we do still get a repulse out of it. Surely it will hit. Like, I have Wretch's Cloak. I had 3 shots of getting that occultist out of here. Oh, I'm taking enough stress again. No. Yeah, I am taking enough stress. Well, I have to get the affliction one day or the Sunday. It is a Sunday today. Come on, intimidate. You could not have done a worse act out. Oh my god. I mean, it is 15 accuracy, right? But why did I give you revenge? Anything but revenge right now. Oh, you monkey. Okay, there's gonna be weakening curse. Just gets the death blow, because who cares? And the Flagellant is fine. He's fine, right? Let's go for punish here. Your corpse is gonna go away. Eventually. He died round 9, so it's gonna be by round 14. Yeah, it's still gonna take ages. But we get another bully there and we get a pass. Okay, come on, A-bomb. A-bomb, do it. A-bomb, don't move forward, okay. A-bomb, 50-50, I keep missing! Please, just get afflicted and pass or something. Occultist, stop dodging everything. You're not a dodge character, man. Okay, at least let me hit the riposte on that. Yeah, he's dead, but let me hit the riposte. No! Oh my god, this is beyond me. This is literally beyond me. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, we do get a punish grade on that, but oh, the win chances aren't great. I'm gonna have to say the win chances aren't great. There's 2 big dodge backliners. No, I have one thing that's going for me, which is this corpse is gonna go away in 2 turns, and I can't really die to stress, so there's that, and I heal myself for a lot after I heal. She also doesn't even have a confirmed hit chance against me, it's like an 80. Oh, actually less, selfish is -5 accuracy, come on. It does 1 damage. Crap, how is she doing 1 damage? I have 30 prot. Okay, I'm gonna drop to that store, which is gonna give me more accuracy. What do you wanna do, man-at-arms? Tell me, are you gonna go bellow for a total of negative stress? 0 stress? I think it's 0. Yeah, I think it's 0 stress. Let's see, he's gonna go bellow, we have 49, and we dodge, yeah, that's definitely 0 stress. I'm gonna have an extra 15 accuracy right now, and I'm gonna go for this exsanguinate. Do not whiff, actually it can't whiff. But yeah, we're gonna go for that. We get a crit heal for 48, which is so unbelievably clutch. Oh my god, 1v3, Flagellant, you can do it. He's the only one doing anything, by the way. He's the one that actually killed the Highman. If we win this, it's because Flagellant. Like, for real. I'm surprised there isn't a Stygian Embrace right now. There will be a Stygian Embrace, so don't worry. But yeah, this corpse is gonna go away, and after that I can start hitting punishes on the occultist. Now I might miss, but I have an extra 10 accuracy from being the last character alive. And this extra 10 accuracy buff is gonna have to save my ass over here. It's really gonna have to do it. Because I don't know who else can. Also, the Spitfighter Helm could be so clutch. Once the anti-grants at that store with Selfish, and I have 30 prot, she can't do damage. Like, for real, she cannot do damage. Is she gonna go Flash Powder? No, that's so annoying. Okay, do I get debuffed? Yes, I do. Oh, -15 accuracy, that's so bloody annoying. Okay. Okay, that is really annoying. We can incurse here, actually, surprisingly. That is gonna do some stress, that is gonna do a little bit of damage too, and gonna, you know, debuff me as well. I have minus 15 accuracy right now, but I should still comfortably hit that man-at-arms, right? Yeah, 95. No, you need to die! You need to die, MAA. You need to die like yesterday. Okay, dude, you need to go away now, please. You cannot survive like 50 death blows. That seriously cannot happen, and I also can't get debuffed again. It's a 75% chance. Not to mention the pass. Stitch and Embrace, you should be so afflicted. I can't believe this occult. Why aren't there stress act-outs? There's abusive. Okay, that's a pass. Abusive, say something bad. Be abusive, man. Okay, there we go. You would... Okay, yeah, that's the one. Alright, perfect. You would scatter like corpse flies if it wasn't for my drilling. And the occultist goes hopeless. Good, good. That's minus 5 dodge. That hopeless has passes. It does some silly stuff. So hopeless is a decent one to get. So there is stealth right there, which means I have to go for the occultist. Please hit, please hit, please hit. There's a chance. Oh my god, he is impervious. He is impervious to damage. That's 35, or what was before 40. Might as well be 400, because you just can't hit him. You literally cannot hit him, and I'm going afflicted because of this. IRL, I'm going afflicted IRL because of this. Also, I'm getting slowly pushed closer to 100 stress, and once we do get afflicted, some bad things might start happening. Very bad things, like act out exsanguinate out of Arifstern or something. That would be terrible, absolutely terrible. Okay, let's see, what do you want to do? There's gonna be more Stygians, there's 3 of them, like, this man-at-arms it's not like he should be dead. It was 25 and a 40, but then again, I would have preferred it if he was. Act out Mark! Thank you, Hopeless. I take it. It's gonna be another Stygian Embrace. That's a heal on top, which means, yeah, we're still gonna have to deal with him. We have plus 10% stress dealt with this, so hopefully. I'm about to slam my table, but I don't have the space to slam it, because I have a tray right here, I have my microphone, I have my mouse, I have my laptop. I literally don't have space to slam. I cannot slam my table. Oh my god, this occultist. Like, 2 punishes and he's death's door, by the way. Keep that in mind. Don't forget about my very decent crit chance with the Flagellant too. He should be essentially at death's door right now. Like, with the amount of abilities that have gone this way, I think it was 7 so far. Like, 4 Beast Files, 1, maybe 2 Riposts, 2 Punishes, all of them were like 60, 60, 60, 50. And he just keeps dodging. We go Rapturous, what a surprise. And we have minus 30 accuracy right now. Goddamn Flesh Powder. Okay, we do actually hit somehow, and we do 11 stress on that, but that is a death's door. With Selfish and Abusive. Abusive, you need to get a stun. You need to get a stun, Abusive. One day you will get a stun. And I cannot wait for it. You really need to get it. It's gonna be Reconstruction. Does it heal for 1? Bleed! Yes, that's extra bleed. Okay, that's nice. Essentially a pass from that occultist, so we take those. Abusive, come on, get a stun on someone, get a stun on someone, get a stun on someone. The good thing about Flash Powder is that it only applies for 2 rounds, so it's not like a debuff that applies for 3 and just lasts. It only applies for 2, which is a lot more doable. Let's put it that way. That stealth is gonna go away. Yes! Yes, 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 Abusive MAA, let's go! No freaking way. It's gonna be a Vela right now. Okay. Do I want to keep the MAA around, just to keep stunning the other characters? I am unironically saying that. Yes, I'm gonna keep him around. Oh, you dumbass! I keep missing him! Please stop! Stop missing him! Let me tell you, this man-at-arms is more useful to me than he is to Daewid. Because, I mean, unless you guard, because then I have to kill him. But he is more useful to me than he is to Daewid. Because I don't have to hit him. He does nothing to my Flagellant, literally nothing. And he's hitting the other characters, stunning them, and he's also stressing them out. It's just wonderful, wonderful all round. Now, there is one big problem though, is that I keep missing the occultist. I have to hit one day, and once again, you can heal with regen, but you cannot heal the stress. And the stress is what's gonna take you down. Come on, 75, finally a hit! And we have a confirmed bleed chance because of the affliction. Now, it is going to be difficult to bleed him out because the regen is big. There's Seers of the Lost, so it regens for 12 over 4 rounds. And now there's going to be a guard, right? Let's see, what do you want to do with the semi? No, just command! Oh, Daewid, that's... I mean... Is it a misplay? Yeah, the Man Arms is useless to you. Come on, Selfish. Oh, Selfish, you absolute boss. Thank you. Thank you, Selfish Antiquarian. We take those. There's been already one take covered, but there could be more. I'm really glad that isn't critting, like, out of this world, because it can crit, like, out of this world amounts. Okay, let's go for another punish. Crit! Okay, not a crit, but a max roll out of it, so we take those. And another bleed. Oh, this occultist is dying. Once the occultist is dead, I think I win this. Flagellant 1v4. Literally Flagellant 1v4. Pit Fighter's Helmet's the OG. The original best trinket. It's not really. It's not really. I mean, it's helping. It's literally helping. Like, we're taking practically no damage and we're doing a touch more stress. But yeah, it's not doing all that much. Surprised by the second regen rather than Flash Powder. Flash Powder is doing a lot for you. It's going to be an act out right there. A little bit of stress on everyone. And finally, there's the defender. Okay, he figures it out. He figures it out that he has to keep the MAA alive. I mean, he figures it out that he has to use the MAA to guard the other characters. So there's going to be more weakening curses. A little bit of stress on that. We take those. And now I just have to go punish on this Man-at-Arms until he dies. So yeah. I mean, the thing is, when you're Rapturous and you can't pass, the only bad things you can do in this specific situation is hitting yourself. Like, right now, hitting myself is unnecessary. Another pass at the Selfish. Oh, thank you so much, RNG. There's gonna be a little bit of more stress. Okay, 6 and 5, we take those. And Occultist is gonna drop to their store, so he's also gonna stress himself out a bit. There's a lot of crit on him. I wonder if he goes for a self-heal, or if he goes for a weakening curse. He marks himself. Hopeless, you're not being the savior I wish you were. Like, Hopeless should be doing way more than what it is. Actually goes for a self-heal. I think that's a huge mistake. You don't have to. You have regen. And eventually you're going to outpace my bleeding, as long as you're guarded. And you're going to stay guarded for a while still. But, yeah, maybe that while won't be that long, so I don't know. I think if you force me to actually have to use my Exsanguinate or something like that, or, you know, do that, it would be great. So she goes Act Out Regen. That's a fine Act Out, who cares? Let's see what the Man-at-Arms does. Occultist, Weakening Curse. A little bit of stress. It's getting up. It's getting up there. Slowly but surely, we are being put in a position where we don't want to be. That's the other stress act out, 6 and 5. It's a little more on the Occultist because there's Monkey's Paw rather than the Tears of the Lost. So another command buff. Now we can go for a punish. Would be nice to get a crit right here, but sadly, no crit. We are probably gonna have to get the Deathblow the good old-fashioned way with the Deathblow res. We still have 2 Exsanguinates, so once we do actually get heart attacked, we can go for an Exsang and probably miss. we have the chance of going for an Exsang. Yeah, it's gonna be Flash Powder right now. Okay, here comes minus accuracy, minus 15. It also does 7 stress, which isn't much, but it's there. It's definitely there. Another weakening curse. Oh, the passes, they're not passing anymore. It's gonna be weakening curse. Thankfully, no crit, and 16 stress on that too. He's gonna drop to their store. Abusive, I need you to make them pass. Come on, Abusive, make them pass on your own. Do it, Abusive. Oh, he's not doing it. He is not doing. Also, it would have been great if the Antiquarian just moved forward, and I would have been able to go punish. He's gonna go Defender again. Oh, he says no! He says no! Do I want to hit the Occultist then? Yeah, for sure, hit the Occultist, I think so. If you get a crit punish on this Occultist right now, we win the match. Crit punish. Oh my god, I am about to... I don't know. He just dodges way too much, man. Just way too much. If the RNG doesn't want me to win, then I won't win. Okay, what does that mean? Move forward. That's not that great. Please resist 1 debuff. Come on, 1 debuff! There isn't extra debuff chance. Come on, I have res. That's so annoying. I'm actually going to be dropped to heart attack right now with that weakening curse. Well, that's going to mean Exsanguinate on the Man-at-Arms for sure. Yeah. Definitely an Exsang on the Man-at-Arms. Hopefully the Flagellant doesn't oof himself with the first act out. It's going to be Defender now on the Antiquarian, and yes, definitely... Oh, actually, no, a pass. And I'm going to go punish right now. Yeah, I'm going to go punish. We do get the death blow this time. How much bleed is there? 12 for 3 rounds? That's enough to take him out in 3 rounds, yeah. Hopefully it is enough. It's round 25! It's round 25! Holy Mary Mother of Joseph. How's it been so long? Yeah, it's just been a while to take out this Flagellant, and also a while to take out the enemy team. Because, you know, just keep dodging. So there's gonna be that weakening curse now. we're in danger. There's a Death Star recovery, they're selfish, so there probably won't be enough damage. Hopefully there won't be enough damage for Festering Vapors to be a death blow. That's definitely not enough damage if you go for a pass. So no! Oh my god, he went X-Sank on the Antiquarian with the Flash Powder debuff on him and her 45 dodge, and he still hit. Flagellant, thank you for taking my action for me. I was gonna go on the Man-at-Arms and I was, you know, gonna take out the corpse, but I was not gonna bleed her like that. Thank you, Flagellant, for the good act out. Good job, my man. Also, now we have Heart Attack Recovery, as well as Bolster Buff, so we have minus 30% stress taken, minus, you know, 10 stress on hit. So let's see, it should be doing practically nothing now. So yeah, it only does 4 stress. Yes, that's good. 4 stress from a Flash Powder. That's a single hit stress ability, by the way. We're taking 4 out of what should have been 20. And you do 11 stress on that. Yeah, that's just wonderful to see. Okay, corpse is still there. I need to punish the Antiquarian. Okay. Punish the Antiquarian, 47 hit chance. Yeah, we missed the punish, but we hit the X-Sank, so we missed the not so important one, but I hit the very important one. It's actually Stygian Embrace here. Okay, it's extra stress dealt. That's meaningful. That's definitely meaningful. It probably does 12. I think it probably does 12. Yeah, it does. Dang it. Okay, he died round 25, which means I can go Exsanguinate on the corpse if I want. I could miss the corpse. Oh my god. Please don't let me miss the corpse. Please don't. Okay, I hit the corpse. I'm gonna go for a heal. I only heal 15, but, you know, I have to do it. This is it. This is it right now. I'm on my last legs with this Flagellant. I have to hit and kill someone. I have to punish this occultist, get a crit out of it or something. They need to pass. They need to start passing. Flash Powder. Please don't debuff. Come on, one time. I think I resisted it. Oh, thank God. For once. He doesn't do enough stress unless he gets a crit out of this. He's gonna go Weakening Curse. He doesn't get a crit. Okay. It's almost enough, but it's not quite. Who do I want to hit? Who do I want to hit? Occultist or Antiquarian? I think Occultist. 57 hit chance. No, 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 I can't lose this. No, please don't let me lose this. No, they're not passing. Please pass. Occultist, I need you to pass. I need you to pass for me, please. 173 stress. Oh god, no, 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 no. I can't die like this. Not like this. He marks himself. Oh, what a sick joke. Please no. Weakening Curse, I'm alive. But I'm dead at the same time. Unless selfish... Oh my god. I need some act outs here. No, that's not the act out I wanted! Alright, so... I had to go take a very short breather after that previous match, and now we're here with an actual good team. So we have Shep Stress, and we have a good matchup here. We have the Stress team with Leper. Wow, can't believe I'm playing against Stress with Leper. I get to go first, which is wonderful, which means I can just transform and slam the Crusader, believe it or not. Might sound weird that we're slamming the Crusader rather than the Leper, but Crusader's Holy Lance is a lot less scary, especially in a team like this, than the Zealous Accusation with command buffs. It is way less scary than the Zealous, so we are just gonna do that and we're gonna have a great time. So now we're gonna drop a command buff because my characters need accuracy. This is just 101 Shep Stress play. So we have this Abomination here, of course, Wretch's Cloak, Red Yaris Net, plus Horror Duration applied when you transform. Everyone's feeling it a lot through that Horror. It's just lasting how much it actually does. It's gonna be Suppressing Fire, applies the debuff, surprisingly. Okay, there is a weight bolus there, so it's plus debuff chance. But that means that I do way less stress than what I wanted to do. But when you get crits, you still do a very decent amount of stress. Yeah, you can see even with minus 25% stress dealt and minus 15% stress taken, you still take a very decent amount of stress here on these characters. So I am not complaining too much about it. And now we do a very decent amount of damage output too. So there's going to be a withstand that's not going to save you like at all. It's practically not going to do anything. I go for a very interesting Grain of Stars here, because we actually miss the Arballs with the 85 hit chance, but we get crit on the Crusader and get a crit out of it. So, yeah, I think I'm happy about this. I think I'm happy about this. I'm not sure if I am or not, but I think I am happy about this. It's gonna be Holy Lance, doesn't crit, but gets a very high roll out of it. But since it is the crit, I am still relatively comfortable in just de-transforming here and going Beast Vile. And I'm gonna have to say that Crusader is not having a good time, oh, especially after that. Oh, he does actually get the Blight Resist, which is annoying to say the least. But these two characters are not having a great time, because they are getting blighted, they are getting bled. Essentially, the Surf and Turf is destroying your team, and right now my Abomination has plus 45% damage. So if you want to go Hue, I dare you. I dare you to go Hue on him. I dare you to go Holy Hands on him. I dare you to go Bola. I dare you to do anything to this freaking Abomination. You'll see just how much he hurts right now without even needing another crit. So it's going to be another Suppressing Fire, more debuffs. That's annoying to say the least. But yeah, that is very annoying. But we're going to drop a Bolster. Bolster is just great all around, minus chance take on our characters, plus dodge, so I mean, just can't go wrong with it. And with the Numbing Instance, that's even minus chance taken, so it's just great. Of course, Mana Arm, Spitfighter's Helm for that sweet, sweet protection, and the plus stress stealth on the spell, always great and always welcome. Flagellant, usual setup, Content of Absolution, you just can't go wrong with it, you take it every single time with the Flagellant. Makes you kind of a huge win, no, not kind of, makes you a huge win condition against stress teams, makes you heal a lot more and gives you prot, so it has the tool for pretty much any job. And you have the Crimson Hook for the stress teams for that extra DOT and the extra stress and the extra crits, they just feel wonderful. So I'm gonna drop a Hound's Harry here, it's gonna do hopefully a lot of bleeds on everyone, hopefully a lot of stress on everyone, and my team is just not feeling any sort of damage. On my opponent's team is definitely feeling the pain, especially from those bleeds being applied, which is surprising, you know? We failed the blight, but we applied the bleeds. Like, that sounds very weird, but it is what happened. I get to go Rain of Stars again. You might be wondering, Shep, why are you not going Punish? Well, why are you going Rain of Sorrows? Well, as long as the enemy backline is alive, Rain of Sorrows does essentially double the stress of what Punish does, so... And also, not double the DOT, but it does way more DOT than Punish. It does 4 for 3 rounds on 2 characters rather than 6 for 1. So it's usually best to just spam Rain of Sorrows before you start going for Punishes, unless the enemy backline is already dead. If they're already dead, if they're already blighting and bleeding down to their star, then by all means, do start changing up your character targets to the front line with the Punish. But that's mostly for DOT teams, actually, when you actually have a dedicated finisher on your team. When, oh, we can see the riposte right now, it riposte for 8, that's against 40 prot, by the way. And you should have applied the blight, but there's blight resistance, and also does stress. So it's definitely a very scary and very mean riposte. I'm gonna drop a Hound's Harry right now. I am not scared of my Abomination dying, because you only have Zealous Accusation. Sure, you can bring him down to 0. Sure, his only healing ability is going to be Absolution, but I don't care. I can just transform, go for another slam, put your Crusader essentially at S-Star, especially with this riposte right now and the extra stress from it. No blight again. Jeez, Abom, you have to start blighting. But yeah, since you don't have an actual ability that can hit the Abomination, I can just transform, apply the second round of horror, and after that I am comfortable. So I get another Rain of Sorrows, crit. I mean, with the double command buff, the 135 accuracy, and with the Crimson Hook, and with the Flagellant's base crit, and with the Rain of Sorrows crit, which both of these have really good crit chances, by the way. You just see yourself critting like crazy with these abilities. It is really fun to see the Flagellant in action once he's actually being aggressive like this. Just look at what he outputs. It's insane. Not to mention that not only does he have a great damage stress DOT output, he's also one of the most offensive characters with the Exsanguinate and the Redeem. Like, if you hit him, he's gonna hit you back harder with that Exang. It's just amazing to see him in action. So we could be technically less greedy and go for a heal here and then go for a transform next round, but who cares. I'm gonna transform right now. I'm gonna go for I could slam to bait out a Bola, and I will actually. It's gonna sound weird, but I don't think a Bola right now really does too much harm to me, because it's gonna put my Flagellant in the position to start using his heals, which I really don't mind, and it's only 25% chance of getting a death though. It's that rather than a suppressing fire, and I'm way more scared of suppressing fire, making my doggy not as efficient, than I am scared of my Abomination dying after his second round of transformation. But, you know, if the Abomination can stay alive, then yeah, sure, I don't mind. I'm gonna de-transform, I'm gonna go for a heal, roll for the 12% crit chance. No freaking way. 2 crits in 2 matches with the Absolution. This is after weeks I mean weeks of not getting a single crit with Absolution despite playing Shep Stress all the freaking time, because I love this team, I have to play it. It is my one and only, the Shep Stress. It has some bad matchups, but it also has some really good ones, and this is definitely not too shabby of a match here. That Cultist did actually get healed out of that store. You think that's gonna save him? Come on. You're healing bleeds and characters out of that store against... Oh, actually the crit heal didn't do anything. You're healing characters out of that store against the stress team with Hound's Harry. Like, you already know that's not gonna do anything. Like, what's gonna happen with that Crusader? Yeah, he's gonna stay out of that store for a little bit, but what, he's gonna Holy Lance for like 5 damage. And then he's gonna tick down to Death Store again, but now he's gonna be a lot closer to Heart Attack. Who cares about heals? I'm playing a stress team. I really couldn't care less. So that Arbalest is gonna waste a lot of stress. That sucks. She's gonna waste a lot of stress from my side, and she's gonna put herself at Death Store and Afflicted. She's abusive, and she hits the Man at Arms, which is a essentially useless act out, but oh well, what can I do? It's gonna be a ball right now. What? What? No, that's wrong. No, that's wrong. That's impossible. How did that happen? That just broke the rules. No, that's literally wrong. If you hit the Flagellant and he drops to Death's Door, the heal comes before the death blow. How did it not? How did it not come before the death blow? What happened? I'm in shock. What happened right there? How did the hit not come before the death blow? Am I failing to see something? Because normally, when you hit, I mean, not normally, like always, when you hit the Flagellant, like you hit the Flagellant another character, right? The Flagellant, if he drops to Death's Door, the heal comes before the hit on the other character. So going for a ball right there, if he dropped the Flagellant to Death's Door, he should never have gotten the death blow on the Abomination. The heal would come before the death blow, and then the Abomination would, you know, heal, then go drop to Death's Door. And he would be at 0 HP, but he wouldn't have suffered the death blow. I think the rules of the Circus were just broken right there. And I mean, I'm definitely going to watch the replay on this, because that is ridiculous. I mean, there's going to be a surrender right now because the match is over, right? But that was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what happened there. Alright, so I talked with Daewid about what just happened, and he's totally clueless as to what happened. He didn't even notice it. But yeah, the Abomination should not have died there, so that's going to be something very interesting to watch. And let me know in the comments if you have something to say about it, because you should, because that's definitely never happened before. But oh well, right now we are playing the Howlers from 135 J-Man. I haven't played this team in ages, but it is awesome, I love playing it. And we are playing against what looks like a Winter Bliss DOT team, so an interesting team to say the least, and I do get to go first. So I'm gonna go for an interesting play too, because this is the match of the interestings, and yes, of course, we get the immediate fail on the, what was it, 85% move chance? Yes, 85% move chance, and it failed. So, you know, there goes my finisher action and my setup with the uppercut. Who cares, right? Who cares? No one really cares about that. Now, I'm gonna go call the shot, and I'm gonna fail the debuff. Just watch it. Watch it happen. I'm gonna go call the shot, and I'm gonna fail the debuff. Yes, of course, because for some reason, the very smart minds over at Red Hook Balance team decided that a debuff ability, an ability that debuffs dodge, not only should have 130 accuracy, which could have very well missed right there, let's keep that in mind, also should only have 100% debuff chance. And that means that the characters that actually have dodge, like the Jester, are essentially just going to resist the debuff. While the Houndmaster has 120% base debuff chance, and these debuffing characters, which have a lot of prot, which usually have like 10% debuff resistance. So, how does that make sense? I don't really know, but the Jester is in... no, I wouldn't say in a rough spot, but he isn't in the best spot. And that's what matters. So I could go guard dog right now, I could do a lot of things, but I'm gonna wait for what my opponent wants to do. So we're gonna whiff the 64% hit chance. It's kind of just a problem with the Howlers, is that it works or it doesn't, and it's not working right now. But oh well, what can I do about it? I'm gonna go sniper shot here, 67% hit chance. There it is, now it works. And the Jester is gonna drop to their store. 15 of that dodge is gonna go away by the start of next round, and I will have a 78% chance of killing him, because the finish him is gonna have a 78% chance of actually hitting. So I am gonna go for it. If we whip it, there's gonna be regen, and it would be essentially regen into Harvest. So not only would he stay alive, he would force me to do another action, like an arbalist shot, and then another finish him. Not only that, he would also go for a Harvest Blades there. You can see just how hit or miss teams like this really are, and is that a good thing? Well, it's a thing for sure. So it's something you have to deal with. Is it going to be a Festering Vapors right now? I think that might be a misplay. Believe it or not, I think that might be a misplay, because now I can go for this, and my Arbalist is probably going to do enough damage with the immediate sniper shot. I mean, I just got a crit, so I have plus 33% damage versus marked, plus 15% damage versus marked, plus 50% damage versus marked, not to mention all the crit chance, plus 10% damage range skills, and a lot of crit chance too, so I should very likely just take her down. And even though you're doing a lot of bleeds to me, it's gonna take a couple rounds before they actually kill me, and you don't have a couple rounds, do you? No, you really don't. I'm gonna do that, and now I'm gonna go for a name shot, which is gonna be a 55% chance of getting a death blow. So not quite as great as that 78, but it's still there, and it definitely has a decent chance of getting that kill. So there's going to be a panic dart. It's like my backline is just eating it right now. It's just eating that damage, but hopefully I can get a death throw, and I do. So that's 2 characters in 2 rounds, but the match is not over. And why is that? Well, there's a freaking Flagellant in position 1, and unlike some other teams, the Howlers can't really deal with characters in position 1 all that well, because you have 2 shooters, and then you have a doggy. I mean, the doggy can stun, right? He can do the stun shenanigans, but stun shenanigans are good, but they're not great. They're not absolutely amazing. I'm gonna go for a stun right now before a shadow fade or anything like that. Hopefully it hits this time. Nope. Good job, doggy. You have been useless for 3 rounds in a row. Was it 3 rounds in a row? Actually, yes, it was. Good job, doggy. You've been so freaking useless. Good job. He missed the stun on the Jester, I think. He missed the stun on the Grave Robber. He missed the stun on the Grave Robber. He's been useless for 3 goddamn rounds. You absolute good boy. So I'm gonna go for kind of a weird play right now, but hopefully the Calder shot will work. Okay, we're gonna do that. Way better chance of getting a debuff, but we still don't get it because, you know, Butcher Circus things. I'm gonna click the Arbalist. This is risky. This is definitely risky, but it's all you're gonna have to go for. 56% hit chance. We take those. We get the crit out of it for your entire health bar. And now we're gonna have the Bounty Hunter with the deadly finish him. 79, and we take her with the crit for extra dramatic effect. So that's 3 characters in 3 rounds. Match point for Shepherd Doggy. And now the Flagellant has to take out 4 characters on his own. Can he do it? Yes. Will he do it? Probably no, because we have more tricks up our sleeve. So it's very easy to know when the characters actually died, because Jester was round 1, Anti-Colonel was round 2, and the character that isn't here was round 3. So now we can go for an uppercut, which is definitely the best play, because it's going to put him in position 3, where we can actually shoot him. So we're going to do that, and we are going to go for a target whistle, and then it's just going to go double shot. And even if you go, I mean, you would go redeem in this situation, but you don't have anyone to redeem because they're all dead. They just died that quickly. That's how insane this is. We are masochistic, which means you can move forward, but we don't, thankfully. And we get a crit out of that. Come on, can we get 4 kills in 4 rounds? Give it up for the Howlers from 135J, man. I was like pointing out little like mistakes in this team and how the team was you know, having some downsides, but just look at this, like 4 characters dead in 4 rounds. Not even close, baby. And he's gonna move to position 1. I am not gonna be greedy. I've seen it happen before. I'm gonna go blackjack before I go for the death blow. So I do that. Now he has 75% death blow res, and now he can comfortably go for the finish him. 100% hit chance, 100% kill chance, and good job, Bounty Hunter. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And that's the best of 5 for Shepherd Doggy. So I hope y'all enjoyed that one. It was a 3-1 with some very interesting matches, especially the ones in the middle, right? The second one. It was too much. It was too much for me. I didn't handle it. I didn't even give like a proper outro to the match, if that's what I usually do. I give the match like an outro. I just said that final thing and I was like, okay, screw this. I just paused and I'm gonna go take a breather. Yeah, essentially what I did, but we came back strong and we won. So GG's to Daewid. He definitely played this about as well as he could. I mean, not a good matchup, not good RNG, really nothing you can do. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed the match, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.